He did it because he said this healthcare executive was presiding over a healthcare system which kills thousands of Americans by denying them cover. What would you say to them?
I don't know what to say. I still think you should try to make an argument, and I think this is there may be things wrong with our healthcare system, but you have to make an argument, and you have to try to find a way to convince people.
He did. Luigi most definitely did find a way to convince people, for sure. Whoa.
And change it by that. And this is,
you got to make an argument and change it by that.
This is not going to work.
Peter,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there are all sorts of things one could say about it, but I don't think.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. Peter Thiel doing the interview live from his sauna. You guys are making fun of Peter Thiel, but like, you guys don't understand. You're looking at one of the most marginalized, vulnerable people, fragile people on the face of the earth, okay? And he is a representative of one of the most persecuted social groups, white males with haircuts like that.
By the time Kamala tries to even have slightly different accents with different audiences.
How is this an argument? What is he? I just get the sense, like, the shit that he's focusing on is all cultural stuff. It's like, this is what they do. This guy's perception of the world is just so warped. I'm losing brain cells too. You're not the only one. When was it a messaging, like, talking point to, like, convince voters to vote for Hillary, or to convince men to vote for Hillary Clinton because she's post-gender? I never even heard of that term, post-gender, until you just said it, Peter Thiel.
It all looks completely absurd.
He'll never tell you that the Republicans and the Democrats are a uniparty owned by the same constituents. It's all political theater. It's not that Republicans are old and white and Democrats are young and diverse. It's that the Republican and the Democratic Party are owned by the same class of corporations.
And it just reminded me that what Trump brings with him is he brings a swagger. And I've always felt that America is actually at its best when it has that slight swaggering confidence, and it's at its worst when it looks like it's having a crisis of confidence. And I did feel that Joe Biden, in his increasingly kind of degenerative state, was exuding an air of a sort of a shambolic America, where the president couldn't even stand on his own 2 feet. I mean, do you feel that?
Yeah, we need that's right. America is at its best when we have a president with sex appeal. That's why we've got Donald Trump. America's back, baby.
In all sorts.
It's wild, because you think that, like, people with a lot of money, like, they must have a handle on how the world works. Well, it's just simply not true.
A kind of perspective I have on the, let's say, the woke issues, the culture war issues, and things like this. I wrote a book.
You think Peter Thiel in this 1.5 hour interview is ever going to bring up the word class? I doubt that he has that word in his vocabulary.
Yeah, I've got a clip of you talking about that. Let's take a look.
I'll tell you what the problem is with looking for racism everywhere. Because when you start looking for racism everywhere and you start finding racism everywhere, it's only a very small step to finding racists everywhere. Now, there's nothing...
He's like, please don't come after me. Stop looking at the racism, because then you're going to find me.
wrong with that if those racists are really out there. But I'm going to suggest to you that they really aren't. The problems of racism, sexism, other forms of oppression have been vastly exaggerated. And as a result, people get unjustly accused.
Another white male mansplaining to the people that are oppressed what the real problems are of society. Jesus. I'm a white man who's also a billionaire, and I have to tell you something. Racism and sexism, those problems are largely blown out of proportion. Thank you. Oh, brave, courageous white male.
Culture of complaint leads to a culture of blame.
That was like a Jedi answer, right? It's like, these are not the problems you are looking for. Racism, sexism, a Jedi knows not these things. Oh, hi there. In the past 6 months, I've been banned on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, and now YouTube. This is 1000% because of my coverage of Israel's genocide against the Palestinians. In light of being demonetized on all these platforms, I've decided to start exclusively posting to Patreon, where you can sign up for all my posts and live streams for just $3 a month.
Wow!
In addition to having all access to my live streams, you'll also be in a group chat with yours truly.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
I've spent a considerable amount of time and effort trying to build audiences on these platforms only to have them swept away at a moment's notice, and that is pretty frustrating. But I want to say that I'm thankful and grateful for all of your support and kind words throughout all of this, and I hope to see you on these new platforms very soon.